Hey, what's up, guys? This is Worse, and welcome to the worst month of terror.
Yeah, guys.
This guy's really big into horror.
Yeah, very much so. For this month, or for today in particular, we're going to be looking at a movie that actually not a lot of people liked, but I really enjoy it.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake.
As well as the prequel to the remake.
Yeah, we're going to include that just since it goes hand in hand with it.
The original Texas Chainsaw, I know a lot of people hold it near and dear to their hearts. To me, the original just didn't do it for me, but the remake, you actually see him like getting people. In my opinion, the family's much more scary. It's more diverse. It's not just three brothers and Leatherface. It's like an entire family. There's a mother and a father and like all the different relatives, and on top of that you have Leatherface. It's just a matter of opinion, but I mean, yeah, it came out in 2003. You have Jessica Biel playing the main girl, and then Lee Erming plays the. I want to say in the remake he's not really the main villain, but he's the second.
He's pretty close.
Tier, yeah, he's the second tier villain of the film. So
he's amazing in both films.
Oh, yeah.
He's the main draw, at least for me. He's totally got. I swear he was born to play this like sick like guy from straight from Texas,
straight up psychopath.
Like, yeah, I mean, just all the mannerisms of like this Southern guy. It's great, yeah. But I think it's effective. I mean, it's effective. Yeah. It's really well effective. Yeah. Like not that it's scary. You said it's not all that scary, but.
It makes you
funny,
laugh.
But it's effective. Like it's great, especially in the prequel.
Oh yeah,
the prequel is where it shines even more.
He mixes horror and humor very well. I really like this remake. It's one of my favorites. I'm not a big fan of every horror remake that's been made, but it's definitely one of my favorites. And I actually think, in some aspects, not in all. I mean, this is just my humble opinion. It improves on the original in a lot of aspects. Apparently, according to Michael Bay and a lot of the producers and things, they were getting a lot of questions from fans saying, how did the family get this way? How did all this happen? But with the way the film ends, they couldn't really just make a sequel, so they had to. They thought, let's tell the the prequel story. Let's talk about how the Hewitts become, these crazy people. And this one, they definitely pile on the gore a lot more. The first one was more suspenseful, but this one's just, when they throw the gore at you, they hit you hard. And
like whatever was like implied in the first one, like no, in this one, it's all shown.
You see full on everything as far as like all the torture and all the blood.
Why I don't get into horror as much. A lot of it, and this isn't the only reason, but a lot of it is because of the characterization being so flat, plastic, wooden. You don't care. They're so stupid, like a lot of the time. One reason why I like the prequel better than the remake, and not a lot of people are like that. I like it because R. Lee Erming gets a really solid, good part, like a bigger part. But it's also because the characters. You actually are rooting for them. At least I found myself rooting for them a lot more than in the remake.
If you're a horror fan, if you're a gore nut, which I'll admit, I mean, I'm all about the blood and guts and stuff. I mean, just because I like practical effects in movies. But I love the shot where, even though it's gross, I do love the shot where you see the camera view inside the mask and you actually get to see Leatherface put on the mask for the first time. I mean, that's actually pretty cool. They did a really good job of piecing things together that are going to happen in the remake.
They really connect very well. Along with the prequel and the remake, this goes hand in hand. The look of these movies is so atmospheric, just the look of them. Like, they have this unique, like, digital coloring going on. I'm sure like it's like a lot of the prequel is like sepia tone, like just a bunch of browns and like blacks.
It makes it look dead.
It's worth checking out. I mean, that's the highest praise I could probably say, and most of that is because of R. Lee Ermey.
Like I said, I'm a real big horror fanatic, and Halloween is one of my favorite seasons of the year. So yeah, this is our first episode in a
worst month of terror.
Worst month of terror, and I'm looking forward to sharing more of my horror knowledge, I guess you could call it. And I'm glad to see he's here to dive into it with me.
We got more of these on the way, guys, definitely. So have a good week, stay positive, or I guess I could change that, stay spooky. I don't know. Anyway, guys,
stay scared, my friend.
Stay scared. All right, see you guys.